This is Man. I'm back with another video, another topic. Let's get into this one. This is about traveling overseas. Yes. Now they got um travel bans for different countries around the world. First of all y'all already know what countries I'm really focused on that a lot of people travel to. Well, I say a lot of men travel to mostly. Because, women travel as well, too, just like us men. But the countries I'd have been to and I'm focused on, that's the ones I'm going to be talking about. All right, of course, Colombia. I know they had the travel ban for Colombia, for Bogota. I know that the embassy, they was talking about, for men not to be on like dating apps and be aware of your surroundings. Like they got a very high caution. It said something like level 4 or something like that. But like considering your travels to Colombia and stuff. Now, I can't tell a man not to travel to Colombia, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you gotta have your things in order. You gotta have your safety measurements in order, and you got to be cautious when you travel to Colombia and Ecuador and Peru, and just like I said, I'm naming all the countries I'd have been to, and Panama as well. But it's just like being here in the United States too. It's like the only thing difference with the United States is we know more so how to move because we grew up here in the States. So we know how people move for the most part in big cities. It's going to be crime in any big city you go around the world. Population, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing when you got millions and millions of people crowded in one small area for that many people, technically, because this is the thing. When you having something like 10 million people in one city, that's about 268 what's that is mile per square feet or some shit like that. But having like 10 million people in a size city that big, they ain't spaced out, they're closer together. So with that being said, the poverty rate is going to keep on increasing with the more people come, because it's going to drive the prices up. And that's going to create more poverty in the city. So crime going to continuously go up. But yeah, when you go to cities or countries like Colombia, you definitely have to be aware of your surroundings, especially y'all men. Of course, you don't hear too many stories of women getting involved in these different type of things, especially like I say, in those cities I named for Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Panama. And the number one thing always gonna be brought up on a man's side when he travels to those countries are the women. Of course, if you're a guy that goes out partying, clubbing, getting into all types of different activity, if you're one of those people, like, you definitely have to be on the lookout and be mindful and be watchful. You know what I'm saying? I want to advise people to go there to party and, get into all that type of stuff. I say if men, y'all want to go to Colombia first, you should be wanting to learn the culture, learn the language, do some research on the surrounding you talking about staying at. And don't be so quick to just trust people, you know what I'm saying? Though the people are nice in a lot of those countries I named, but you still have to be aware you can't just trust people like that. Not off the rip. It takes time to build up some trust, And if, like I say, if you ain't a person that go out to clubs and bars and all that type of stuff, that's already, you know, a safer precaution when you go to these other countries. Because what I see a lot and what I've seen in the past a lot, especially from the Colombian videos, is guys go out there partying, clubbing, and stuff like that. And that entice more men from the United States that go out there. They used to do the party scene, the club scene here in the States. They know it's a way cheaper to go out there and party and get with girls and stuff like that. So they'll go to Medellin, mostly Medellin and Cartagena. You know, and of course, the P tubes, it's legal out there. So most men just gonna jump, on that for that. But then they end up something happening to them where they get the scope, shit like that. That's what you have to watch out for if you're a partier like that. But even if you like, say for instance, like if you meet a random girl off the street, y'all get together and say for instance, it's so called happen, she come over to your spot. Of course, you know about not leaving your liquor around and things like that. And actually getting a girl ID too, seeing her ID, seeing, is she telling you what's her real name and everything like that? You have to take the time to get all that information too before you let a person over to your spot. You know what I'm saying? Of course, lots of things can be avoided when you do that. But every situation just ain't gonna be perfect, of course. Like I said, you gotta use your common sense. And if you're a person that's don't club and go to bars and stuff, that's definitely gonna increase your chances in safety. Like I go back all the time because I got my people there, my women there. I know how to move there. You know what I'm saying? My Spanish got a lot better too as well. So I move certain ways. Like even when I go back to Medellin, I don't stay in the popular parts where a lot of people stay. I don't go to El Pueblo. Like I can't remember the last time I drove. Yeah, I rode through El Pueblo last time, but I didn't even stop there. I mean, I ain't saying I wouldn't stop in El Pueblo, but I'm just saying I don't stay down that way. And like Laureles, it's been a while since I stayed in Laureles area in Medellin. But I stayed like somewhere in like Italy or Sabanata, it's the Santa Fe Barrio, something like that. And yeah, like even when I go to Bogota, it don't matter what city in Colombia, but you just have to be mindful of all those things I'm saying. Being safe. Like even when you go to Ecuador, okay, like I felt very safe in the areas where I was, like, because I stayed by the Parque La Carolina. And, a lot of people, they told me, like, downtown area, like, where the Centro Historical in Quito and the San Francisco area is dangerous, especially at night. Now, I can see why they say that, too. It's a lots of homeless people out there and stuff. Lots of different street walkers and stuff. Yeah, now that area right there, you got to be mindful of your surroundings in that area. But yeah, that's another area at nighttime I would not be at either. In the daytime, it's a lot of people out there, a lot of different events going on and stuff. So your chances is very slim running into any situation. And like I say, in the daytime, it's more so it's family orientated. So you're gonna see families out there with their kids and the husband out there with his wife and all that type of stuff. And yeah, also too, is to keep in mind that the people move different than how we move in the United States. That's the thing too, as well. The number one thing. And also, when you go to the country, you gotta show the people respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect their culture. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring your Americanized mindset over to them countries. You know, be open minded, be listen to what they saying and stuff. I mean, you like I say, you could do your thing, but you know, still have an open mind to what how their culture operates. Um, like I say, even when I was in Peru, okay, Lima, I know it was one of the parts I've definitely felt unsafe at. I got out of there, like I was like, yeah, it's time to go, because where I was headed to at that time when the taxi dropped me off, um, it was in the hood, you know. So I was like, yeah, I don't know where I'm at. It's time to go back to my hotel now. And yeah, and then in Panama too, I had another situation. You know, no incident or nothing, but like when I got too far, cause I like to explore cities too when I go as well, like and walk and just exploring things. And I went through the hood like that too through Panama. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's time to go. It's definitely time to go now. I know. Well, I think it's close by the Costo Belejo in Panama, and over there close to that area, you got the hood areas over there too. So yeah, you gotta be safe and careful over there, especially at nighttime. At nighttime, I mean, if you stay in the tourist spot at Costco Vallejo, yeah, it's all right then. But if you go outside of that area at night, I wouldn't advise that at all. But yeah, you know, continue to travel overseas, man. I'm telling you, like the United States ain't it. I'm telling you, like don't let these different travel bans where they say these countries like consider your travels, consider re you know, consider not traveling here right now. Like, still go if you really got the mindset to go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I say, it's crime everywhere. Like I say, you have to be aware of your surroundings, do your research on the countries and stuff, see how people move, you know, learn the language, learn the culture, and yeah, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that go out there and party and club, you just, you know, turning up your chances of something happening to you. Because a lot of locals, you know, especially if somebody trying to make a come up on you or something, they definitely gonna go to the tourist spots where a lot of people club and party at. Like if you get a taxi and a guy say, you know, talk about all these different clubs in the cities and stuff like that, and tell you need to go here and there, you should not do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're a party or a clubber, like you should really like get insight from the locals about these different places first, and do your own research. And you do your own analysis on the places first. That's what I would say. But yeah, be wise out there when y'all travel overseas. Definitely travel overseas, but travel overseas safe. All right, this is Ram Man. I just want to drop that video on you people out there, especially you men out there that travel overseas. And you women out there, you know, y'all be safe and follow the rules and stuff like that. Because I do hear about some women getting arrested in other countries I haven't been to yet. But yeah, this is Ram Man. Y'all have a good day out there. Peace out.